Meow. Welcome back to the Scratching Post. So the last couple episodes I've talked about Joe and Hunter Biden. But the Three Stooges aren't complete without Kamala Harris. So let's enjoy more videos of another embarrassing leader of America.
Reports to say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president. I'm curious how much of a role, if any, that you feel race and gender play in that.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings. I think the point that has to be made is that there are attempts to create distractions away from the accomplishments of our administration.
Name one, please. She's just as delusional as Biden. I'd love to know what polls she's looking at that show her having high approval.
Extremists,
I'm an anarcho-communist,
so-called
but
leaders,
you can just call me an anarchist.
have a blueprint to attack hard-won freedoms. Extremists,
I am
so-called
communist.
leaders,
Real one, not revisionary.
demonize, target, and attack immigrants. Extremists also attack the freedom to vote.
Do you believe there are two genders?
Yes, I believe there is.
This year of our Lord,
That has nothing to do with being right-wing.
And for these extremists, that was not enough.
Isn't she oh so profound? Extremist. She's extremely stupid. Every citizen can vote, keyword being citizen. Why should illegal immigrants have a say in what goes on in the U.S.?
Today, America has more than 500,000 miles of transmission lines, enough to wrap around the globe 24 times. These lines connect the power plants where electricity is created to homes and businesses and schools and hospitals across our nation. Think about it. Every time you turn on a light,
she's been hanging around brain-dead Biden too long,
or plug in your air conditioner, or put leftovers in the fridge, you rely on the power delivered by our nation's network of transmission lines.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing.
Want to be fancy? Hold your
it means
pinky
artificial
like this.
Intelligence.
The higher
but
you hold it, the fancier
ultimately
you
what
are.
it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine. That will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process.
Which brings me to May 30th, 2020. Bob and Doug returned to the Kennedy Space Center. They suited up, they waved to their families, and they rode an elevator up nearly 20 stories. They strapped in to their seats and waited as the tanks beneath them filled with tens of thousands of gallons of fuel. And then they launched.
Wow.
When Kamala explains something, she acts like she's explaining it to a 4-year-old. Most of the time, we already know what she's talking about. We're not intellectually stunted like her.
Happy Juneteenth! Please have a seat. Please have a seat. And to my Divine Nine family.
No, you ain't.
It's interesting. I met with one young innovator who was talking about how he was setting up this company to actually work on electric vehicles and electric batteries. And I said, well, tell me about the people who are working with you. And he said,
Well, we refer to them as technicians. I said, you mean mechanics? That's what we're talking about.
I've never seen a vice president laugh so much. Is she laughing in shock that she got the job as VP? Because she's incompetent? Or is she laughing at the United States because she knows she's shitting on us? Comment your thoughts down below. Also, please like and subscribe as well.
People are tired of being required to travel over potholes and bridges that are breaking down, and it's expensive when all your tires, when you lose your tires are ended up being flat because of those roads. Which is why President Biden and I have each been, since we have been in office, to the Indo-Pacific 3 times each.
One of the young leaders was talking to me about climate mental health. I said, tell me what's going on with your peers. Climate mental health. And she talked, I think I understand that, but unpack it for me. And she talked about how her peers are thinking about it. One example is, whether when they're ready, could they start a family? Governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children. Let's hold on to the knowledge that when we are fighting this fight, people will at some point finally get the fact that all people should be treated equally under the law. The fight for LGBTQ rights is a fight for civil rights, and until all of us are equal, none of us are equal, and none of us will receive justice.
Did she really just say none of us are equal until all of us are equal? I really don't see where there is a big amount of inequality. If you're able-bodied and have a brain, you have all the opportunities at your fingertips. All you have to do is go and get them. I mean, if Kamala can become vice president, then chances are you can achieve greatness too. Meow. Well, there you have it, folks. Vice President Hyena Harris, one of the best vice presidents we've had. The best at being an embarrassment, that is. Between her constant cackling, incoherent word vomit, and her grade school level speeches she gives, it's a wonder why she's still in the position she's in. Let's end the show again with yet another Lars von Retriever song. A tribute song to Kamala Harris. This has been another episode of The Scratching Post. I'm your host, Alex, signing off. Meow.
I'm not like them, but I can pretend. The sun is gone, but I have a light. Nothing is done, but I'm having fun. And I think I'm dumb. Or maybe just happy. I think I'm just happy. I think I'm just happy. I think I'm just happy. And I think I'm dumb. And I think I'm dumb. And I think I'm dumb. And I think I'm dumb.